I need you to know that it is happening. Your dreams are coming true. I'm not saying this to you to make you hold on another day. I know you've been working so hard and you're so tired and everything feels like it's falling apart, but that is the proof that it's happening. You asked for a new reality, so things started to shift. Moves started to be made, and now you're uncomfortable because you're in a new spot. You don't recognize anything. Babe, it's happening. It's literally happening. You're being prepped to handle your new reality, the experiences that you're going through. You might be facing the same test 14,000 fucking times and you're wondering, when are the tests over? The tests aren't just for you to prove yourself to the universe, which I don't even think they're for that at all. The tests are for you to prove yourself to you. The things you're going through, look at how you're handling them now versus how you would have handled them before. The things you're going through, look at how patient and trusting you are versus before. There were so many versions of you that would have given up. There are so many versions of you that wouldn't be able to handle what you're going through right now. But the universe prepped you in a way to make sure you became the version of you that can handle it. They didn't give you these problems when you were at stage 1. They gave you these problems now because you're ready for them. You are not going to make it one day and everything is going to be magical. You're going to continue to grow, and growing comes with growing pains. So what we're going to do now is take away this idea that one day we're just going to wake up and all the magic is going to be here and I'm never going to have to try again. I'm never going to have to work again, and accept that we are on a journey. A journey of joy, a journey seeking joy, a journey to show ourselves how much we can truly create in this world, okay? The way that we have it in our mind that we go on this journey and then we've made it. Oh my God, I made it. I'm here. Everything is great. That's not how it works. I'm sorry, but you needed to hear that, because guess what you also need to hear? You need to hear that you have everything you wanted. Right now, you have everything you wanted. How does it feel? Does it feel like you made it? Because I bet you told yourself in the past, as soon as I have this, and this, I'll be happy. I'll never ask for another thing again. That's not how it works. Sorry. We are people who love to create. We are creative beings, and we are here to create. There's not one day when you just have it all and that's it. Let it go. That's not what you're here for. And if you think, well, the second I have some money, the second I have some of this, the second I have some of that, I'm going to be happy. That's why we have billionaires destroying the world, because they are still seeking. They're out here. They can afford to live 100 million lives. And guess what? They're not happy enough. They want more. Why? Because they lack the ability to be grateful for what they have. They lack the ability to accept that we're just here to create and be proud of ourselves and have fun and have community and see what we can do. And guess what? You're doing it. You are creating the life that you want. That's why you're even here, is because of your ability to create, your ability to manifest, your ability to truly, truly live the life that you want. Please, before we move on, I want you to take a moment to express the gratitude for everything that you have created thus far. I'm so proud of myself for the business that I'm creating. You guys, I am launching my first purse. I've developed my own bag line. I'm doing all of this. I was literally just a stripper 2 years ago. And the fact that when I was in the strip club, I told myself, oh my God, the second that I can just do something else for money, I don't care what it is. As long as I just don't have to come back here anymore and I'm working for myself, I'm going to be happy. I'm sitting here still not satisfied. I'm sitting here okay, when is my millions gonna come? And then when those millions come, I'm gonna say, okay, well, when is my this gonna come? And I'm always gonna be wanting more, because that is just naturally what it is. What I have to do is take a moment and be grateful for what I fucking have already. The chaos and confusion and despair and this and that, it comes from a lack of gratitude. It comes from not being able to be grateful for what you actually have. And the second part to that is these feelings that you're having, this turmoil that you're experiencing, This chaos that you're going through is the proof that your old life is dying. The familiar is going away. You're in a new space where, like, I don't really know what to do in this energy. It feels uncomfortable. I feel like I'm away from home. I don't feel like my home even exists anymore. That is because you had to kill it. You had to kill those versions of you. You had to kill that so that you can create this new reality and live in it. And what also is accompanied with that is the fact that the universe has to prep you for that. There are so many things, like, if you wanted to be famous, you couldn't wake up tomorrow and be famous. Look at the people on Love Island. Look at the mental despair that they go through. There are people who have lost their lives because of it. Because you go into this show, people observe you for 30 days, and now you're basically a mini celebrity. You have to be a special type of human to be able to handle that. Like, that is not the average capability. Like, literally, if I woke up tomorrow famous and everybody perceived me and everybody thought this and everybody thought that, I would be so overwhelmed that I would be out of here. I'm not saying I would end everything. I'm saying I would run from it. It would not feel good. And the universe knows how much your desire means to you. They're going to give it to you in a way that you can handle, that feels comfortable for you. That might mean you have to learn how to not care what people think. And you're not just going to wake up tomorrow not caring. You're going to have to literally see what it's like to have people talk about you. You're going to have to see what it's like to be perceived. Slowly. You're going to get a viral video here. You're going to get a viral video here until your brain can start to compartmentalize and understand. Like, truly, you're going to have to know exactly who the fuck you are so that people can't tell you who you are. The thing is when you are famous and everybody tells you what you should do and how you should act, if you are not secure in yourself, if you're not confident in yourself, you're going to act out of character. You're going to act in ways that other people want you to act. You're going to do things that other people want you to do, and you're going to lose sight of yourself, and you will never be fulfilled. If you are a creator, I feel like this is how it typically is with influencers. They want to please their audience because that obviously is their job, to please their audience. And then you see them get more and more depressed because they get further and further away from who they truly are. Yeah, you might think like, wow, I want to be an influencer and that's what's going to make me happy. That's not what's going to make you happy. What's going to make you happy is being your authentic self, okay? And truly loving yourself. There's no amount of external validation. There's no amount of money. Look at these billionaires. They're never happy. They're destroying the world to seek happiness because the only thing that makes you happy is finding yourself. And yes, we have this fun canvas to paint. Like this world, we get to make it whatever we want to make it. However, along that journey, you need to be yourself. You need to love yourself. And so whatever you're going through, this chaos that you have to overcome, when you do, you will only be more truly yourself. You will only be stronger. This pressure is creating a diamond, the hardest mineral. A diamond, it wins over and over again. If I were to take a rock and a diamond and smash them together, the diamond is coming out perfectly fine. The diamond is gonna be okay. And that diamond was made through so much pressure. That's what the universe is doing. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. Do you see what I'm saying? All of this chaos that you're going through, you have to think about the analogy of a butterfly. If you want to fly and you don't want to be a caterpillar forever, like fine, if you want to be a caterpillar forever, fine. You won't have to go through this process. But if you want to become that butterfly, you have to go through the process. And that process is painful, dark, lonely. They literally have to create this cocoon. They wrap themselves in this like silk cocoon. I don't know if it's silk. And then while they're inside of that dark, scary place and it's so tight and it's so lonely and they're doing this alone, they're in there, right? They have to develop a saliva that dissolves their skin. They have to literally destroy themselves and it's painful and this saliva is like breaking down their skin. And then when they're in this dark place dissolving all of their skin, now they have to become a completely different being. Like they don't know they're a butterfly yet. They're still in this dark place. They feel like a caterpillar. I feel like I'm still the old version of myself. However, I'm not that anymore. I'm now a butterfly, but I'm going to sit here in this cocoon because that's what I'm used to, right? It takes the courage to start to break away at that shell that you're in, the restraints that you're under, and truly start to understand, okay, I can move. Okay, now I'm unwrapped. Oh my God, wait, I have wings? I've had wings. How long have I had these things? You don't realize until you've already been living in it. And that's the thing. You don't realize how far you've come. You don't realize how much, like, all that preparation, all that pain, all that suffering that you went through, what that left you with. That left you with a way better, bigger, more abundant, more capable version of yourself, right? A net can only hold as much as that net can hold. So you have a teeny tiny net, you're scooping and you've only got little teeny tiny scoops. You need to rip that little net from your hand. And it might be like, wait, but my net, my only tool that I had to catch things. And these are really weird metaphors, but please stick with me. Like, my net, oh my God. And they ripped it from your hands, but you were gripping that thing. And so it hurts your hand. And now you got splinters in your hand, only to find out if you just turn the fuck around, there's a really big net right behind you. The universe had to rip that net from you so that you could turn around and see, now I've got a net this big. And now I can, look at all these jellyfish I can catch. I don't know. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, your old has to be taken away to give you the new. And if you're asking for more, you're going to be provided for it. If you're asking for better, you're going to be provided it. It might take you a minute to realize that you're a butterfly now. You're still wrapped up and you're still in those restraints. The now new butterfly has to realize that they are a butterfly for them to even utilize their wings. Because butterflies can still crawl. That butterfly could never fly a day in its life if it never realized it was a butterfly. If its mindset stayed back in its caterpillar body and it thought it just went through all this trauma for nothing and never utilized their new abilities, they're going to be crawling for the rest of their lives, never using the wings that they actually have. So start realizing, if you've gone through pain, if you've gone through turmoil, know and understand that was for a reason. That prepped you. Now, because you overcame that, you're a better version of yourself. Let me use an example that I recently have gone through. I just recently went through a really hard time with a friend, and I felt betrayed and I felt used and I felt hurt. And my first thought was like, this always fucking happens to me. Like, I attract friends that like narcissistic friends. I really do. I attract these people who literally do not see me. They only want to take what I can offer. They love the fact that I'm so supportive, but do they support me? No. I could have been like, oh my God, this is my life. Everybody fucking sucks. Wow, blah, blah, blah. But I realize me going through this, the way that I handled it, the way that I overcame it, the way that I didn't let it really, really, really bring me down, it's proof to me that I am a stronger version of myself. That means I'm ready. I'm prepped. Anybody who wants to try and like stop me, like, it's not going to happen now. Because I had to realize, I had to filter through that entire experience and see, what does this show me? Because I'm not going to claim that like all friends are bad. I'm not going to own that. I'm not taking that with me. That's not the lesson I'm taking. That is not conducive to my growth. The lesson is something else. That lesson was literally how capable I am, was literally how strong I am, was literally that like, no weapons formed against me shall prosper. And if you think like that no weapons formed against me shall prosper means that nobody's going to try you, means you're not going to have any problems coming forward, because I also used to think that. I remember when I was like 22 and I literally overcame something and I was like, that's the last time I'm ever going to feel like that. That's the last time anybody's going to ever make me feel like that. That's the last time I'm ever going to be in this pain. And I truly believed that. I was on a high. I was like, wow, I overcame that. Life is so good. I feel so light. I feel so fresh. I feel so free. And I really believed for a long time, like, I'm never going back to that place. And when I went back to that place, I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean it's not over? What do you mean I'm going to have to go through this again? What do you mean that I'm going to la 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 la? But going through that experience, I was like, wait, it doesn't feel the same, because I'm not the same. I came out of that last situation with more knowledge, with more strength, so I can handle this situation better. I'm going to get another situation in the future that's going to show me how strong and how far I've come. I'm going to see it again, and thank fucking God, because I wasn't aware at how strong and capable I was. Had I just overcome that situation and then moved on and nothing bad ever fucking happened again, I would have never known. I would have still identified as that old crazy bitch, because like, that's what I was. I was like wild and I had no emotion regulation, but dealing with situations over and over and over again, it's such a blessing to see how far I've come. how far I've come. And if I didn't face the same problem over and over, I wouldn't have grown and grown and grown and grown. I've been given opportunities to practice healing. I've been given so many opportunities to practice emotion regulation. What you practice is what you perfect. I've been practicing my emotion regulation, and guess what? I got to do that while nobody was watching. Had I been given the fame first, had I been given the platform first, and then I had to deal with all of these lessons on camera while everybody was watching, oh my God, I don't know if I could recover. You know who also knew I couldn't recover from that? The universe. The universe knew that I was not going to be able to overcome that with 1,000 million bajillion people watching. I didn't know that. The universe knows though. They know that you'll be able to handle it eventually. They're going to prep you. Everything that you're going through is the preparation for you to be able to actually receive the reality that you want. There's no mistake in life. The universe is not punishing you. The universe is prepping you. This is the preparation. And because you are experiencing these trials and tribulations, it is only proof that movement is happening in the direction that you want it to. And the other piece to that is, see, I don't want to lead you astray and be like, everything is going to be great. And yeah, you're being prepped, but then guess what? Everything is going to feel magical and it's right there. It's right there. No, because if you're not grateful, you're going to get it and you're not going to be grateful for it. And you're going to deal with this all over again. And you're going to be like, well, if only I had this, then I'll be happy. And then the next thing, and then the next thing, and the next thing. So we need to understand that we are being prepped for greatness while being grateful for what we have and being grateful for the greatness that we've already achieved. I don't know if this video makes any sense at all. My head is really all over the place today. But I really just want you to know that you're experiencing all of this chaos because the universe is making shit happen. Because the universe is making shit happen, you are closer to your dreams than you think. If you are able to be grateful and express gratitude, then when your dream life really does appear, you will actually be fulfilled. Just do what is authentic to you, be grateful along the way, and everything will be fine. As long as you're okay with becoming a butterfly over and over and over, as long as you're okay with being in that tight cocoon and dissolving that skin, get comfortable in the discomfort and find the true fulfillment. Find what actually fulfills you, because nobody's opinion, nobody's support, none of that is going to actually make you happy. There's a certain amount of money when you have enough to pay for all your bills and a couple vacations a year. That is a big difference in making you happy. But beyond that, it doesn't, okay? So in this journey, in this lifetime, find true fulfillment. Stop chasing dreams. You're going to chase forever. What you chase will run. And that's maybe why you feel like you're not there, because you're waiting for this grand feeling of, I made it. It's not what it feels like. And that's not life. That's not life. It's not. Get used to it. That might not be what you want to hear. Maybe other people you'll go click on another video where they can sell you a pipe dream and they'll say, you're going to feel so great tomorrow and everything's going to be good. And then all the wait is over. Girl, you're going to want something else the next day. I know you. You're going to want something else the next day. So work on your gratitude. Work on getting comfortable in the glow up, in the grow up, in the growing pains. Okay. And with all that being said, I'm so proud of you. I love you dearly, and I will see you guys in the next video.